Josué, que de este mundo se ha ido. Josué vivía en la aurora, su novia en Campo Morado. Pero el diablo nunca duerme, porque aquí pasó algo raro. Siendo Yolanda su novia, a su hermana se ha llevado. Ya que vivía con Elsa, a Yolanda se llevó. Que las dos fueran hermanas, eso nunca le importó. No estaba a gusto con una, quería vivir con las dos. Y aquí fue lo que a su suegro esto ya no le gustó. Como no quería problemas, con su suegro se arregló. Tenía que olvidarse de una, no podía tener las dos. Decidió vivir con Elsa y a Yolanda la entregó. El día 12 de septiembre 2004 fue un domingo. Él bajó a Campo Morado con su niño y un amigo. De regreso hacia la aurora se encontró con su enemigo. Dos balazos de escopeta su suegro le disparó. Pero él también con su 11 balazos le dio. Con la muerte entre sus labios, de su hijo se despidió. Tus hermanos están muy tristes, también tu madre querida. Tu adicción por las mujeres te llevó a perder la vida. En vida lo demostraste, que tú siempre las podías, porque la que te gustaba a tu lado la tenías.
Pasan los días, pasan los meses, pasan los años y yo sin verlos. Escribo una carta, hablo con ellos, lo que quisiera es mejor verlos. Qué triste los días, qué triste el momento, cuando me acuerdo de sus consejos. A Dios yo le pido, la Virgen me ayude, que yo muy pronto regrese a abrazarlos. Maldita bendiciones de los padres. Siento tristeza, derramo el llanto cuando se llega el día de sus cumpleaños. Maldita pobreza, tú de mis padres me has separado. Solo y muy triste, en otras tierras solo he vagado. Solo le pido a mi Dios que algún día me deje mirarlos.
Tuve la suerte de entrar a los Estados Unidos, aunque sea por el cerro, me colaba yo seguido, y ya para regresar salía por San Isidro. En la ciudad de Tijuana era donde yo vivía, haciendo pues mi trabajo que a mí me pertenecía, pa' cruzar al otro lado, ya sea de noche o de día. Tuve grandes aventuras en todos los recorridos, unas allá por Tecate y otras allá en Rosarito, y también en Sonorita y en mi Tijuana querido. Tuve la suerte de entrar a los Estados Unidos, aunque sea por el cerro, me colaba yo seguido, y ya para regresar salía por San Isidro. En la ciudad de Tijuana era donde yo vivía, haciendo pues mi trabajo que a mí me pertenecía, pa' cruzar al otro lado, ya sea de noche o de día. Tuve grandes aventuras en todos los recorridos, unas allá por Tecate y otras allá en Rosarito, y también en Sonorita y en mi Tijuana querido. Me compuse este corrido antes de que yo me muera, para poderlo escuchar antes que me echen la tierra, que toque el dueto Armadillos, sus corridos y rancheras. A Dios le pido licencia para poderlos escuchar, cuando los estén escuchando las bandas y grupos más, me dará tanta alegría oírlos a ellos cantar. Estos bonitos corridos que han sido mi inspiración, de un gran amigo de ustedes que compuse con amor, para que ustedes lo escuchen por esta hermosa región. sacrificio y esfuerzo escribí yo estos corridos, porque yo no fui a la escuela y navego para escribirlos, pero los canto con gusto para que puedan oírlos. Y así me la voy pasando, componiendo mis corridos, aquí nada más pensando para poder escribirlos, esperando que algún día yo pueda grabar un disco. Ya con esta me despido, pidiendo yo una disculpa a todos los radioyentes, si algún de ustedes lo escuchan. No soy bueno para cantar, pero le hacemos la lucha.
Mes de octubre 2008, ¿cómo poder olvidarte? Porque el día último del mes, un día viernes por la tarde, te llevaste a un amigo. Fue una pérdida muy grande. Aquel día del atentado fue una noticia muy fuerte, porque tu nombre pesaba, aunque no fuiste valiente, que no te lo merecías, es lo que dice la gente. Y tus hijos no se pueden resignar. Por tu buen comportamiento es difícil de aceptar que murieras de esa forma, nadie lo pudo evitar. Pueblo viejo está muy triste, lugar que te vio crecer. Amigos que te estimaron no te volverán a ver, y tu huerta la alborada está muy triste también. Mucha gente el día que te sepultaron, muchas coronas de flores a tu tumba te llevaron. Los amigos que tenías ahí te lo demostraron. Ya murió Félix Camacho, ya te fuiste de este mundo. Ya allá en Norte Carolina te recuerdan con orgullo, al igual Ramón García, que fue un gran amigo tuyo. Compa Mingo, no te agüites, tu hermano ya se fue al cielo. Ya está junto con su padre, solo quedan los recuerdos. Nos tocó la de perder, compa Roberto Marcelo. Adiós lindo Chilpancingo, a la del Barragán, herederos de la sierra, siempre te recordarán. ¿Cómo se llama? Solo sé que es buen amigo y que nació ahí en Cuetzalan, hoy radica allá en Chicago de la Unión Americana. Contaba con 14 años y una idea llegó a su mente: a salir de la pobreza hay que ser inteligente. Se fue a los United States y empezó a rifar su suerte. El que persevera alcanza, eso ya está comprobado. Para lograr lo que tiene, el Saurín se la ha rifado. Hoy le da gracias al cielo por ser tan afortunado. Es de los que hablan muy poco y de eso hay varios testigos, porque se da a respetar, lo respetan sus amigos. Cuando tiene gusto el hombre, le tocan los armadillos. Siempre ha sido mujeriego, jugador y enamorado, le gusta rifar su suerte en los palenques de gallo y le atora lo que sea, muchos ya lo han comprobado. Quiero mandar un saludo al compa Junior Guzmán, a Cuetzalan del Progreso y también a Michoacán. En diciembre y en febrero en Los Gallos lo verán.
Un tiempo fui campesino y desde muy niño me enseña a sembrar. Pero todo era tristeza, viví en la pobreza, tuve que cambiar. Me convertí en traficante, primero ayudante de un hombre famoso. Pero cambiaron las cosas, la vida es curiosa, hoy soy poderoso. Mucho anduve trabajando allá por Durango y por Zacatecas. Por muchos otros lugares, allá por Nogales, también Agua Prieta. Esa cárcel de Durango, hace algunos años fui su prisionero. Pero no pude aguantarme, tuve mis compañeros. Me gusta tener amigos que sean decididos y que me sean fieles. Y cuando estoy con mi gente toquen armadillos para estar alegres. Cantando ya me despido del rancho querido que me vio nacer. Este rancho de La Palma tengo tantas ganas de volverlo a ver.
Yo soy el rey de la sierra. La judicial me persigue porque cultivo la hierba, porque sembrando maíz ni para frijoles queda. Yo no hago pacas de aquí, porque la entrego en costales. Y no me paso de vivo toreando los federales. Discretamente y con calma reparto mis animales. Traigo en el cinto fajada una super muy bonita. Jamás se lo enseño a nadie, solo si se necesita. Si al chicharrón hacen ruido, luego la muerte vomita. Nadie le hago confianza porque tengo mis razones. A veces traigo a los guachos pisándome los talones. Cuando hay que partir el queso me tomo mis precauciones. Soy como el ave nocturna, algunas noches ni duermo. Una rayota de a metro a quien no le quita el sueño. Quiero el corrido de Anselmo con un conjunto sierreño.
Voy a morirme en la raya, disfrutando de la vida, aunque Ellas me dan alegría, quitándome esta tristeza, con sus bonitas caricias, pasando un rato agradable, con mujeres muy bonitas. Adiós, mujeres hermosas, ya me voy a retirar, pero las llevo en mi mente para poderlas recordar. El día que me encuentre ausente, nunca las voy a olvidar. Voy a morirme en la raya, disfrutando de la vida, aunque no tengo un amor que me haga compañía. No más tengo pasatiempos con mujeres concubinas. Aunque sea por un rato, ellas me dan alegría, quitándome esta tristeza, con sus bonitas caricias, pasando un rato agradable, con mujeres muy bonitas. Adiós, mujeres hermosas, ya me voy a retirar, pero las llevo en mi mente para poderlas recordar. El día que me encuentre ausente, nunca las voy a olvidar.
Postcard Camel Fair, India, one opening hook. Imagine a vast desert plain glowing under the golden sun. Thousands of camels move slowly across the sand, their silhouette stretched endlessly towards the horizon. The air is filled with music, chanting, bargaining, voice, and the rhythmic bells tied around camel necks. Welcome to the Postcard Camel Fair, one of the most extraordinary and colorful festivals in India. Every year, in the shack tale of postcard, something incredible happens. For a few magical days, the quiet deserts transform into a living tapestry of tradition, trade, and spirituality more than just a livestock market. The Postcard Camel Fair is a powerful blend of commerce and devotion. At dawn, traders lead decorated camels across the sand dunes. By afternoon, musicians perform traditional Rajasthani songs. At sunset, pilgrims gather at the holy water of Pushkar Lake to pray under a sky painted in orange and pink. But why does this small desert town attract hundreds of thousands of visitors every year? Why do camel traders travel from distant villages, sometimes walking for days to be here? And how does a simple livestock trading even evolve into one of the world's most iconic cultural festivals? The Pushkar Camel Fair is a play of contrasts. Ancient ritual beside modern photography tours, such sample ceremonies next to vibrant carnival drives, serious livestock negotiation, alongside beauty contests for camels. Thus, even camels compete for titles. That beneath the spectacle lies something deeper. Pushkar is one of the holiest towns in Hinduism, home to one of the very few temples dedicated to Lord Brahma. During the full moon of the Kartik month in the Hindu calendar, pilgrims believe that bathing in Pushkar Lake cleanses sins and brings blessings. So while traders bargain over livestock prices in the desert, devotees seek spiritual renewal. This step away is not just a market, it's not just a festival, it's a living intersection of faith, tradition, survival, and celebration. In this episode, we journey to the heart of Rajasthan to uncover the history, ritual, and unforgettable atmosphere of the postcard camel fair, where the desert comes alive in a riot of color, devotion, and death. Origins and religious significance. To understand the true meaning of the Pushkar Camel Fair, we must look beyond the camel, beyond the trading tents, and into the spiritual heart of Pushkar. Because long before it became a world-famous livestock fair, Pushkar was and still is one of the holiest pilgrim image sites in India. The Shak's legend of Pushkar, according to Hindu mythology, Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe, once directed a lotus flower to the earth. Whenever the petals touched the ground, water sprang forth. One of those such spots became Pushkar Lake. The lake is believed to have divine origins. For centuries, Hindu pilgrims have traveled here to bathe in its waters, especially during the full moon of Kartik, usually October or November. It is said that bathing in Pushkar Lake during this sad time brings away sins and gains spiritual merit. This religious gathering is known as Kartik Purnima, one of the most auspicious days in the Hindu calendar. The Brahma Temple, a rare shrine. Pushkar is also home to one of the very few temples in the world dedicated to Lord Brahma. The Brahma Temple draws thousands of devotees every year. While Brahma is one of the principal gods in Hinduism, temples devoted to him are extremely rare. Because of this, Pushkar holds unique religious importance. During the Kartik festival, pilgrims visit the temple, offer prayers, and perform rituals along the ghat, the stone step leading into the lake. The spiritual energy during this period is intense and deeply emotional. How the camel fair began. So, how does a scared pilgrimage become one of the world's largest camel fairs? The answer lies in geography and tradition. Rajasthan is a desert state. For centuries, camels have been essential for transportation, agriculture, and trade. They are known as the sheep of the desert. When thousands of pilgrims began gathering annually in Pushkar for Kartik Purnima, traders recognized an opportunity. Large gathering means potential buyers. Gradually, livestock traders began bringing camels, horses, and cattle to coincide with the religious festival. What started as practical commerce slowly expanded into a massive trading event. Over time, it evolved into a structured fair. Today, the Pushkar Camel Fair is both a livestock market and a spiritual pilgrimage. Two worlds existing side by side. The exact timing Kartik Purnima. The timing of the fair is not random. It aligns precisely with the Hindu lunar calendar. Kartik Purnima marks the full moon in the holy month of Kartik, considered highly auspicious. For 5 days leading up to the full moon, pilgrims fast, parade, and prepare for ritual bathing in Pushkar Lake. Meanwhile, traders negotiated deals in the surrounding deserts, whereas fields and commerce moved in parallel. A unique intersection of devotion and trade. What makes a Pushkar camel fair so extraordinary is this rare combination. On one side of town, shark chants echoes across the lake, while on the other, ocean coast bargaining voice fill the desert's air. Pilgrims seek blessing, traders seek profit, visitors seek experience. That none of these purposes cancel the others. Instead, they coexist. This balance reflects something deeply Indian, the blending of spiritual life and everyday reality. In Pushkar, religion is not separate from daily existence, it flows through it. What began as a holy pilgrimage grew into a marketplace of the deserts, and today stands as one of India's most remarkable cultural gatherings. The Pushkar Camel Fair is not simply about animals or trade. It is about faith, survival, adaptation, and tradition woven together under the wide Rajasthan sky. 3. Festival structures and main events. Pushkar Camel Fair India. The Pushkar Camel Fair is not just one event, it is a series of moments unfolding across desert sand, sack water, and vibrant fairgrounds. Each year, during the holy month of Kartik, Pushkar transforms into a temporary city of tents, traders, pilgrims, and performers for legendary Pushkar Camel Fair. Let's break down how the festival unfolds. 1. The camel trading days. Before the main religious bathing day arrives, the deserts plain outside Pushkar filled with livestock. Thousands of camels, along with horses and cattle, are brought by traders from across Rajasthan and neighboring states. At sunrise, the deserts glow gold as silhouettes of camel move slowly across the sand dunes. Traders inspect animals carefully. Teeth are checked. Muscles are examined. Age and health are evaluated. Bargaining begins. Deals are often sealed with a handshake. For many rural families, they are economically crucial. Camels remain valuable for farming, transport, and tourism. The trading route becomes a sea of color. Camels decorated with intricate hair patterns, colorful textile mirrors, shadows, and bells that came sharply as they walk. 2. Camel competition and contest. The fair is not only about buying and selling, it is also about celebration. Organizers host camel beauty contests where animals are judged on decoration, grooming, and presentation. Owners take immense pride in preparing their camels for competition. There are also camel dancing performances, camel races, longest mastodon competition, turban typing contests. These events attract both locals and tourists, blending traditional culture with lively entertainment. Laughter fills the deserts as participants showcase their skills. 3. The Fairground Carnival. Beyond the livestock area, a carnival-like atmosphere emerges. Forest wheels rise above the desert's horizon. Street vendors sell sweets and traditional Rajasthani snacks. Henna artists decorate hands with intricate designs. Folk musicians perform soulful desert melodies. The Fagra becomes a cultural showcase of Rajasthan heritage. Traditional Kabylia dances sprint in colorful skirts. The drums beat rhythmically. The air smells of spices, dust, and incense. Postcard become a living stage. 4. The sex ritual as Postcard Lake. While the desert buzz with trade and entertainment, the spiritual heart of the festival remains as Postcard Lake. On Kartik Purnima, thousands of pilgrims gather before sunrise. Barefoot, dressed in white or bright traditional attire, they descend the stone ghats leading into the holy water. Priests chant mantras. Flowers float across the lake's surface. Small oil lamps flicker in early morning light. The devotee believes that bathing in Pushkar Lake during this sad full moon cleans sins and brings blessings. Many also visit nearby Brahma temple to offer prayers. This spiritual dimension gives the fair felt meaning beyond spectacle. 5. Sunsets and desert evenings. As the sun sets behind the Aravalli Hills, the desert changes once again. The trading slows, pilgrims rest. The sky turns orange and purple. Campfires are lit among camel tents. Tourists capture dramatic silhouette of camel against the horizon. Musicians gather around fires, playing traditional instruments late into the night. The deserts become peaceful, almost mystical. As settled stars appear, the noise softens into quiet conversation and distant music. 6. Final day and departures. After Kartik Purnima, the fair gradually winds down. Many camels are sold and leave with new owner. Trace the dismantled tents. Pilgrims complete ritual and begin their journey home. Within days, the desert empties. Pushkar return to its quieter rhythm. Until the next year, the Pushkar Camel Fair is a rare meeting point of devotion and desert life. It is a marketplace. It is a pilgrimage. It is a celebration of rural identity. For a few extraordinary days, commerce, cultural, and spirituality coexist under the vast Rajasthan sky. 4. Cultural and symbolic significance. At first glance, the Pushkar Camel Fair looks like a spectacular desert carnival, but beneath the colors, music, and movement lies something much deeper. The Pushkar Camel Fair is not seen like a market or tourist attraction. It's a living reflection of Rajasthan rural identity, spiritual devotion, and cultural resilience. To understand its true meaning, we must look beyond the camels and into the soul of Pushkar. 1. The camel as a cultural symbol. In Rajasthan, the camel is not just livestock. It is survival, known as the sheep of the desert. Camels have transported goods across harsh landscape for centuries. They have supported famous traders and nomadic communities through the route and distance. At the fair, when camels are decorated with colorful textiles, chef patterns, beards, and bells, it is more than an artistic display. It is pride. Owners showcase their animals as symbols of status, skill, and heritage. The bond between camel and handler often reflects generations of knowledge passed down within families. In many ways, the camel represents rural Rajasthan, its shell, resilient, patient, and enduring. 2. Page as the center. While thousands gather to trade animals and enjoy performances, the spiritual heart of the fair remains as Pushkar Lake. During Kartik Purnima, pilgrims believe that bathing in the lake cleanses sins and brings spiritual merit. The rituals connect individuals to centuries of faith and mythology. Nearby stands the Shakbarama Temple, one of the very few temples dedicated to Lord Brahma. This rare shrine elevates Pushkar importance in Hindu belief. The coexistence of a bustling animal market beside sack rituals illustrates something profound about Indian culture. Spiritual life and daily life are not separate. They move together. Commerce does not diminish devotion. Devotion does not eliminate practically. They coexist naturally. 3. A celebration of Rajasthani identity. The Pushkar Camel Fair is also a cultural stage for Rajasthan. Traditional music, dance, clothing, and crafts are proudly displayed. Women wear vibrant gabras and silver jewelry, men tie elaborate turbans in bright red and orange. Folk performances showcase desert traditions such as Kalbalia dance and Manyaneer music. For rural communities, this is an opportunity to affirm identity in a rapidly modernizing world. It is a moment when local culture takes center stage. 4. Global attention and cultural exchange. Over the past few decades, the Pushkar Camel Fair has attracted international photographers, filmmakers, and travelers. This global attention brings opportunity, economic growth, cultural exchange, and recognition. But it also creates tensions. How do you preserve authenticity while welcoming tourism? How do you prevent sack ritual from becoming mere spectacle? Pushkar World List dedicates light each year, while parts of the fair feel like a festival designed for visitors. The religious core remains deeply meaningful for Indian pilgrims. 5. Adaptation in changing world. Modern transportation and mechanization have reduced the practical need for camels in some areas. As a result, the livestock trading component of the fair has gradually shifted. As the festival continues. Why? Because its significance is no longer only economic, it has become symbolic. The fair represents continuity in the face of change. It preserves traditions that might otherwise fade. It provides rural communities with visibility and pride. It is a reminder that culture evolves, but it does not disappear easily. 6. A meeting of contrasts. The Pushkar Camel Fair is full of contrasts. Sack chants beside carnival's rides, serious negotiation beside playful competitions, ancient ritual beside modern cameras. Yet somehow it works. Perhaps that is the sense of inner shell, a place where multiple realities coexist without canceling each other. Postcard become a microcosm of this complexity. The postcard camel fair is not just about camels, it is about identity, belief, adaptation, and resilience. For rural Rajasthan is a film's heritage. For pilgrims, it's renewed felt. For visitors, it's often unforgettable imagery and insight. And every year, under the white desert sky, tradition rises again, carried by footsteps in the sand and reflected in the shallow water of pushkar. 5. Main activities and full festival experience, day-by-day journey. For a few extraordinary days each year, the deserts outside Pushkar transform into a living city of sand, color, devotion, and trade. The Pushkar Camel Fair unfolds gradually, not in a single moment, but its ways of arrival, celebration, spirituality, and farewell. Let's experience it step by step. Day 1 to the arrival of the desert caravans. Days before the full moon of Kartik, the desert plains near Pushkar begin to fill from distant villages. Camel traders traveled for days, sometimes weeks, guiding their animal across Rajasthan, a rich landscape. At sunrise, silhouettes of camels stretched across golden dunes that rise sharply with every step. Temporary camps appear, close tents sketched into sand, cooking fires adorned, trades sharing teas and stories. The fair has begun wildly organically. This phase will raw and authentic. It's about preparation, inspection, and early negotiations. Day 3 to 4, trading and competitions. By midweek, the desert is alive. Thousands of camels gather in one massive, moving test track. Traders examine animals carefully, checking teeth, legs, and posture. Bargaining becomes intense but respectful. Deals are sold with firm handshakes. Meanwhile, festivals organize lunch, entertainment events, camel beauty contests, camel race across open sand, traditional mustache competitions, turban tying challenges. Owners decorate camels with elaborate shape patterns, embroidered blankets, bags, and colorful tassels. Some camels even appear to dance during performances. Laughter fills the air. Beyond livestock trading, the fairground carnival opens fully. Paris will spring above the desert horizon. Food stalls serve spicy kachori and sweet zabali. Folk musicians perform Rajasthani ballads. Kabalia dancers swirl in vibrant skirts. The desert becomes a stage. Day 5, the Shark Peak Kartik Purnima. Everything builds toward one moment, the full moon of Kartik. Before sunrise, pilgrims gather at Pushkar Lake. The atmosphere changes completely. The noise of the fair fades into sharks chanting. Barefoot devotees descend the ghat carrying flowers and offerings. Priests recite mantras as the first light of dawn touches the water. thousands bathe in the lake, believing this ritual cleanses sins and brings blessing. After bathing, many visit the Shakbarama temple to pray. The spiritual intensity on this day is profound. Tears, silence, folded hands. It is deeply personal for many participants. At night, the full moon reflects off the lake's surface, creating a calm contrast to suggest the energy of the camel grounds. Evening in the deserts. As the sun sets each evening, the fair transforms again. Golden light paints the camel in silk hot. Photographers capture dramatic desert portraits. Musicians gather near tents, playing traditional instruments around open fires. Smoke rises into the twilight sky. Tourists mingle with traders. Children run through carnival lights. The scenes of incense and spices drip in the cold desert air. This evening feels timeless. Final day departure. After Kartik Purnima, activity gradually slow. Many camels are sold and live with new owners. Traders dismantle tents. Pilgrims begin their journeys home. Within days, the desert empties. The fairies will disappear, the camps vanish, the sun returns to silence. Pushkar resume its quieter rhythm until the next year. The Pushkar Camel Fair is not just an event, it is a cycle, arrival, celebration, devotion, and departure. For a brief moment, Felt and commerce share the same horizon, and then life prints in desert sand is faced, leaving behind memory, tradition, and the promise of return. 6. Interesting facts and hidden details. Behind the color, the music, and the thousands of camels, the Pushkar Camel Fair hides fascinating details that many visitors never notice. The Pushkar Camel Fair may look like a massive desert carnival, but beneath its spectacle are stories of history, symbolism, and surprising traditions. Let's uncover some of its most intriguing secrets. 1. It's one of the largest camel fairs in the world. At its peak, the fair has hosted tens of thousands of camels, horses, and cattle. While numbers fluctuate each year, historically it has been considered one of the largest camel trading events globally. For rural traders, this is not symbolic, it's a serious business. Camels represent livelihood. A single deal can significantly impact a family's income for the year. 2. Camel decoration is an art form. Many visitors are amazed by the intricate pattern shaped into camel fur. These designs are not random. Skilled groomers carve geometric shapes, floral patterns, and symbolic motifs into the animal's coats using hand tools. The work requires patience and precision. Camels are also decorated with beaded necklaces, mirror-embroidered blankets, bright tassels, and anchors. The more beautifully presented the camel, the higher its prestige and potentially its price. 3. The legendary mustache competition. One of the most entertaining events at the fair is the longest mustache contest. Rajasthan has a long cultural tradition of proud, elaborate facial hair among men. As Pushkar competitors display carefully groomed mustaches, sometimes stretch impressively wide. The contest may seem playful, but it reflects regional pride and masculinity in rural communities. It's another example of how the fair blends seriousness with celebration. 4. Postcard is one of the oldest village imagine styles in India. While the camel fair attracts international attention, the spiritual gathering is much older. The Shackwater of Pushkar Lake have drawn pilgrims for centuries, long before tourism developed. Pushkar is considered one of the 5 Shak Jams, holy pilgrimage site for devout Hindus. The nearby Brahma temple is especially rare. Various field temples in India are dedicated to Lord Brahma, making this site uniquely important for many Indian visitors. The religious aspect matters far more than camels. 5. A photographer's dream. The postcard camel fair is internationally famous among photographers. Why? Because it offers rare visual contrasts, golden desert landscapes, colorful turbans, and traditional attire. The dramatic sunrise silhouette of camels, shack ritual by the water. However, respectful photography is essential. Some pilgrims may not wish to be photographed during religious rituals. 6. The fair is temporary but massive. During the festival, the desert becomes a temporary city. Tent accommodations, makeshift kitchens, animal enclosure, performance stage. Within a week, everything disappears. The scale of construction and its rapid dismantling is remarkable. It's a reminder of how temporary these powerful cultural gatherings can be. 7. The role of camels is changing. Modern transportation has reduced the everyday reliance on camels in some parts of India. As tractors and vehicles replace traditional desert transport, camel trading has gradually declined compared to earlier decades. As the fair survives, today it serves not only as a marketplace but also as a cultural preservation event, maintaining traditions that might otherwise fade. The Pushkar Camel Fair is full of contrasts and hidden layers. It is ancient and modern, sharp and commercial, serious and playful. Behind every decorated camel, every mustache competition, and every strap pass lies a deeper story, one of resilience, path, felt, and adaptation in the deserts of Rajasthan. 7. For a small desert town in Rajasthan, the Pushkar Camel Fair is more than a cultural event. It is an economic engine and a global attraction. Each year, the Pushkar Camel Fair transforms Pushkar into one of the most visited destinations in the region. What was once primarily a livestock trading gathering has evolved into an internationally recognized festival that draws pilgrims, backpackers, luxury travelers, documentary filmmakers, and photographers from around the world. Let's explore how this transformation impacts tourism and the local economy. 1. From rural markets to global destination. Historically, the fair was centered around the camel and livestock trading, but as image of decorated camels and glowing desert sunsets began circulating globally, international interest grew. Today, postcard appears on travel bucket lists, cultural documentaries, and photography exhibitions worldwide. During the festival, hotels are fully booked. Luxury desert camps are established. Guest house operates at maximum capacity. Travel agency organize guided tours. For many visitors, the fair offers a rare opportunity to experience rural India in a visually dramatic setting. Tourism now plays a significant role in the fair's identity. 2. Economic boost for local business. For postcard residents, the festival provides critical seasonal income. Local business benefits in multiple ways. Restaurants and cafes see increased demand. Street vendors sell traditional snacks and handicrafts. Artisan markets jewelry, textile and souvenirs. Taxi drivers and tour guides work extended hours. Temporary employment opportunities also arise. Event organizers, stage crews, camel caretakers, performers, and camp staff all gain income during the festival period. For many families, the fair represents one of the most profitable times of the year. 3. The changing role of camel trading. While tourism has grown, camel trading remains an important economic activity for rural communities. However, the numbers of camel traders has gradually decreased over the decades due to the modernization and mechanization in agriculture. Tractors and trucks have replaced some traditional use of camels. As a result, the fair's economic focus has shifted. Less dependence on poor livestock sales, greater reliance on tourism revenue, increased emphasis on cultural performances and competitions. The fair has adapted to survive, balancing tradition with new opportunities. 4. Rise of desert tourism infrastructure. To accommodate a growing number of visitors, temporary luxury camps are built in the desert during the fair. These camps often include comfortable tented accommodations, cultural performance at night, guided tour of trading grounds, sunset camel rides. This infrastructure generates additional income while enhancing the visitor experience. At the same time, authorities must manage environmental impact, water disposal, and correct control to preserve the delicate desert ecosystem. 5. Balancing authenticity and commercialization. With increasing global attention comes a challenge. How can postcard preserve its spiritual and rural authenticity while catering to international tourists? The shack rituals at Postcard Lake remain deeply meaningful to Indian pilgrims. The nearby Brahma temple continues to draw devotees worshippers seeking blessing during Kartik Purnima. For them, this is not a show, it's a faith. Maintaining respect for these traditions is essential. Authorities and organizers often implement guidelines to protect that space from disruption. The fair was a delicate line between cultural preservation and economic opportunity. 6. International media cultural branding. The postcard camel fair has become a symbol of Rajasthan's vibrant heritage. Photographs of camels Photograph of camel silk house against desert sunsets are widely published in travel magazines and social media platforms. This imagery strengthens Rajasthan's identity as a land of color, tradition, and spectacle. The fair contributes significantly to India's cultural tourism brand. The postcard camel fair is no longer just a rural livestock market, it is a global cultural phenomenon. For traders, it remains a vital marketplace. For pilgrims, it is a shack journey. For tourists, it is an unforgettable adventure. Economically, it sustains livelihoods. Culturally, it preserves heritage. Globally, it projects the spirit of Rajasthan onto the world stage. And every year, when the desert fills with camels, music, and fire, Pushkar once again becomes the beating heart of tradition and transformation. H. Travel tips for visitors. If you are planning to experience the Pushkar Camel Fair in person, preparation will make all the difference. The Pushkar Camel Fair is unforgettable, but it takes place in a desert environment during one of India's busiest pilgrimage periods. Here's how to prepare for a safe and meaningful visit. Best time to go. The fair takes place annually during the Hindu month of Kartik, usually October or November, culminating on Kartik Purnima, the full moon night. Arrive at least 2 days before the full moon if you want to experience camel trading at its peak. Competitions and cultural events, sunrise photography in the deserts. If you are more interested in spiritual rituals, plan your visits around the sad bathing day at Pushkar Lake. Book accommodations early. Pushkar is a small town and rooms sell out months in advance. What to prepare? Pushkar's desert climate can be extreme. During the day, temperatures can be hot and dry. Sun exposure is strong. At night, temperatures drop significantly. Desert wind can feel chilly. Bring lightweight, breathable clothing, a hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, a scarf, useful for dust protection. Comfortable walking shoes, a light jacket for evenings. Stay hydrated. Carry bottled water, especially if you want to spend hours in the trading grounds. Photography etiquette. The fair is visually stunning. Decorated camels, colorful turbans, dramatic sunsets. However, always ask permission before photographing people. Avoid photographing pilgrims during sensitive rituals. Respect sites near sack areas. Remember that Brahma Temple has strict rules, including restrictions on photography inside temple premises. Being respectful enhances your experience and support responsible tourism. Safety and cultural awareness. Pushkar is generally safe, but large crowds require awareness. Tip: keep valuables secure. Stay aware of your surroundings in crowded areas. Use registered guide if exploring desert camps. Culturally, dress most modestly, especially near temples. Remove shoes when entering shack space. Avoid public display of affection. Alcohol and non-vegetarian food are prohibited within Pushkar town due to its shack status. Respecting local customs show appreciation for the town's religious importance. Consider desert camps. Many visitors choose to stay in temporary desert camps outside town. These offer comfortable tents, cultural performance, guided tours, sunset camel rides. They provide immersive access to the fair's atmosphere while avoiding heavy town congestion. Final travel advice: come prepared for death, carouse, and magic. Postcard rewards travelers who are patient, respectful, and open to cultural immersion. 9. Conclusion and call to action. The Postcard Camel Fair is more than a spectacle of camels and carnival lights. It is a meeting point of desert survival and spiritual devotion. It is where traders negotiate under the open sky, where pilgrims gather as scarce captures waters, where ancient traditions continue in a modern world. In postcard, wealth and commerce do not conflict, they coexist. For a few extraordinary days each year, the deserts become alive with color, music, prayer, and movement. Then, almost as quickly as it disappears, the sun returns to reliance. The camels depart, the full moon fades, but memory remains. If you enjoy discovering the story behind the Postcard Camel Fair, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue exploring the world's most fascinating festival and cultural traditions, because somewhere across the globe, another ancient celebration is waiting, ready to reveal its story beneath the sky.